Most of my background actually is within fine dining restaurant scene in Boston and Cambridge for about 15 years. Through those 15 years, I've focused on, I started at Lucille as a private event planner. In the event scene, that kind of taught me the world of high-end food and wine. And it was from there, I went to Europe, or later got my sommelier certification. So I am a certified sommelier. And at this point, I was living in Lynn for a few years. I bought a condo in 2016. And it was really living here and being in the community and realizing this is a really cool place. My colleagues kind of thought that's a unique location. And I was like, yeah, because it's a gem. How Lucille all came about was I was getting a little burnt out of restaurants. And from there, my mother approached me, which is like, I think you're ready. And I'm like, ready for what? And she's like, your own business. Throughout the next couple months, once the seed was planted, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And so I kind of came back to her and was like, okay, we're gonna do a wine shop first, or retail first, and sort of see how that goes. And I thought of no other location but Lynn. I saw what was happening around, and a lot of people have asked, how did you know Lynn was, gonna be the next big thing? And it was by living here, and really getting to see the development that was happening, getting to know my neighbors and really seeing what's possible, and kind of went from there. She loved it. She really liked how I came back with, it's not gonna also be just retail. We're gonna do tastings, we're gonna do events, we're gonna do supper club, which that idea came later down the line, but we're gonna make this a much more interactive, community-focused experience. And that was one particular element that she wanted to push and see through. I believe we're so disconnected in a way. And so having people within the community come out for tastings, meet your neighbors, our weekly wine tastings that we do, we change up the theme bi-monthly. It might be your party of 2 or 4, or 6 or 10 or 12, but most likely it's probably gonna be 3 to 4 different parties. So people are sitting next to each other, making friends, getting to know their neighbors. Our supper club is the same format, it's communal dining. So I think she was excited about how there's all of these aspects of really not being just a wine store per se, and really that connection. And it was also through my experience in the event side of the business that I knew we needed to be multidimensional. And so designing a really beautiful space that was also going to be great for hosting events, working with nonprofits. We actually have a Girls Inc. event here tomorrow night. But we've done some fundraisers for some politicians too. So it's a space that can be used in the community in multiple different levels. I think going back to that sense of community is really important to focus on. We're a store from the customer service perspective that knows you, knows your dog's name, knows your family. We do a lot of work also with some local nonprofits in the area as well. I've heard firsthand from some of my customers that is another reason why they choose to support us. I take a very restaurant sommelier focus as well. So when you're coming in, whether it's gift buying or whether it's for Thanksgiving or Tuesday night pasta, our staff is trained to understand what you're making and actually give a respectful pairing. All of our selection as well is everything's been tasted, everything's here with intention. And I think even focusing on that word intention is really important. There's not sales reps or big brands or big companies that are selling. Another phrase I say a lot is people, place, and tradition. So that's the foundation of why I select what we have in the store. So working with a lot of old world wines, I can speak directly to the winemaker, can visit the place. There's a lot of big commodity wines that you'll see at a grocery store, which in my opinion, I think it's more important to support a family and a farm versus a big corporation. It elevates an experience if they don't even know that exists. And it makes that dining experience at home with friends, with family, just, in my opinion, that much more enjoyable.